I do think that the rise of the importance of intangible capital puts a real burden on government to generate new institutions. Case in point, when we're looking at intellectual property rights. Intellectual property rights are really tricky to work out. You can have people making this very passionate case that artists should have very strong rights over things they create. Equally, you can have people saying, copyright is really immoral, and those people will be as morally impassioned as the artist. But we also know that intangible property rights get more and more important in an intangible economy because there are more intangible assets. You need to work out who owns them, because if there was no intellectual property rights at all, then you would imagine that people would produce fewer of the relevant intangible assets. But at the same time, the ability to combine them, which kind of effectively relies on slightly weaker assets. Classic case in point that we're seeing in the debate about copyright and AI at the moment. I think if you allowed the creative industries to entirely set the terms of the debate, you'd basically have, AI models wouldn't be allowed to train on any creative data. So you kind of want to combine things, and you basically need institutions to govern that in a sense. But those institutions don't exist at the moment. And you kind of say, well, okay, what's government's track record at creating new institutions? It's not great.